I wouldn't say that AI is going to change trading because the trading ecosystem is built with different elements, right, that you need to combine together. Definitely, any new technology that can be used not only from an operator point of view, but also for the traders, I believe that it will generate an impact. And in this case also, it will do it. In our case, we still believe there are three things that are very important for us. The first one is product innovation. We are a product company. Everything that we do is connected to be sure that the consumers, in this case the traders, they have the best platform, the most stable platform, and also the best trading conditions. There is another element that for us is extremely important, and it's a key element, that is the human factor, because in the past years we are talking about technology, artificial intelligence, etc. But when you go into the research with the consumers, there is always one point in common, and is, in the case of Exness, we know that there is, what they say is like, we know that there is someone behind. When there is a problem, we can meet you, we can talk to you. This is important because I'm seeing a lot of transition on the way that you talk to the consumers. Let's say from a customer support point of view, right? Chatbot, all these platforms, of course, artificial intelligence is a tool that is helping to remove volume and to be more efficient for a company point of view. But not always is a tool that is making the client happy. That's why the human element is extremely important. And the other element on this ecosystem is trust. You need to build trust. And of course, you build trust through technology, you build trust through having a product that the people, they can use, that they can withdraw the money quickly, they can make the deposit quickly, they know that their money is their money, period. We always say to the traders, like, Exness is extremely important, for Exness is extremely important to guarantee the funds of the consumers, and we always do. That's why instant withdrawal is one of the tools that the consumers, they value the most. So on these three elements, how artificial intelligence is going to help? I think that it's going to help to glue different elements from a consumer facing point of view, but also internally to understand how to improve and how to manage the data. Definitely, I believe that the industry is growing very fast. This is an extremely fast growing industry, but at the same time, we are moving into a more, let's say, it's a moment of consolidation. You are seeing like the big players growing a lot. You see the middle players as small players struggling a bit. It's difficult to maintain the ecosystem. It's difficult to build an environment where the consumers are happy, but also the profitability of the company makes sense. So I think that the technology, in this case, artificial intelligence, is going to play a role, but there are other elements that are at least as important or even more than that. There are going to be always humans trading, and actually, the traders, they can use tools themselves to build a strategy. I think that the artificial intelligence is going to help them to deliver a better strategy. But to go inside the markets, you need something else. You need this human element. You need this knowledge. You need this way of learning how to move, go in or go out. So definitely it's going to change, but I think that the good trader still has this human element that is not going to change in the future. Well, they are already prepared because the profile of the trader is extremely interesting profile. It's an extremely interesting individual. Why? Because first, they are putting their money to invest. They are putting their money to get an ROI, a positive ROI. So anything that is happening, anything that is around this environment and it will affect that, they're going to use it. And they are quick learners, right? I always say, and I like to say, that at Exness we have a massive responsibility to bring simplicity into the ecosystem, to bring simplicity into the way that the traders, they operate. I think that the markets, they are complex enough to don't add more complexity. Artificial intelligence potentially will bring more simplicity. Well, MENA region is a region that is growing double-digit year on year, and the prediction is it will continue on the range of around 30 to 40% growth year on year until 2028. Trading is a global platform. Trading is a global category. Fintech is a global category, but definitely has a global product that you need to localize, that you need to activate locally. So we at Exness, we always want to be close to the consumer. We need to understand research is very important. We are a product company, but we are a data-driven company. Something that for us is key is to understand the needs of the consumer. Why a consumer is going to choose one brand or a different brand is going to be connected to what we can offer to them, right? Mm-hmm. If you look the perception of most of the brokers in the market, most of them that potentially they have worse trading conditions than others, the perception still across the consumers is not very different, and this is because of the role of marketing. We don't do that. We don't do, we do product marketing. That's what we do. We just put in front of the consumer the reality. It's not a marketing claim. It's just a reality, period. There is nothing else outside that. So MENA region is going to be a region that it will continue growing, and we are extremely happy to continue collaborating with our partners here. That's why we are today here, and inside the go-to-market strategy is going to continue being a key pillar of the expansion. We operate globally. We are a platform that we are open to accept traders on the areas that they can do it. We always look at new areas of expansion, but I was saying that a few days ago in Dubai during the expo, we are not looking for volume. We are looking for value. Mm-hmm. Our role at Exness is to work on quality. Quality from a product point of view and quality from a consumer point of view. So don't expect ourselves to be a company that we are gonna go massively entering into different markets. We are more a company that we want to bring good quality on the markets that we are, and to have the consumers that they appreciate this quality, and they also bring quality to the Exness ecosystem. They change, in some things they don't change. There is an horizontal that is common from all the consumers, right? I was mentioning some of them. The trading conditions for them, they're extremely important. And trading conditions, the value of this proposition is quite flat across the board, meaning that you can ask for a trader for X region or for Y region, but they are going to be looking for the same. But the way that you interact with them, how you connect with them, that's the important part, right? That's why we have people and teams that they speak different languages. That's why our communications across different channels, they are connected to this. But it's not only an exercise of translating, it's an exercise of localizing the content that we put in front of them. If you look at the audience on the Forex industry, but in any industry in the world, you're going to see, like on this case, you have different blocks, 4 blocks. One are the traders that are trading only with Exness. The second block are going to be the traders that are trading with Exness and with a competitor. The third block are going to be traders that are only trading with a competitor. And the fourth block are considerers, people that are not trading yet, but they are considering to trade. Our obsession is to continue giving the best platform to the Exness only consumers. That's why we have the highest ratio of retention and also reactivation of these consumers. To be sure that on block 2 there are different factors. For instance, there are traders that are trading with us and with a competitor because there are products or instruments that we don't have. In this case, it's a matter of product development. But also there is an element of trust or perception. They want to diversify their funds. And this you need to work with awareness. You need to be sure that the people, they understand how secure Exness is and how safe the money is here. So this block is also extremely important. But the third block for me is key. We are only focused on the traders. So if there are traders that they are not trading with us, we need to understand why. And the reality is when you present our product in front of them, quickly they switch and they become like Exness traders. They move into block 2, and more, they end only trading with Exness. Why? Because sometimes, even if there are other instruments in other platforms, they feel so comfortable with the fast execution that we have, with how fast the funds they can be withdraw, how stable the platform is, etc., etc. So you need to combine everything to understand how an operator will be successful. The answer is very simple. It's called product. We have a product superiority. That's why our IVs, they stay longer with us than with any other broker. That's why the traders, they trade longer with us, and it's just a matter of the quality of our product. Our retention is based on the quality of our product. There is an equation very, very simple. As more stable, as better experience, as better trading conditions you have, you see how the retention increase radically. We continue the business on the model that we have. We are not planning to launch any new verticals. We are not planning to reinvent the wheel. I think that we need a massive responsibility to continue protecting and keeping our business as healthy as it is. This is what we are doing. We wake up every day being extremely happy with what we have. We want to continue delivering good quality. We want to continue being very, very close to the community, very close to our IVs, very close to our traders. They know that we are here. They know who we are. They know that they can contact us anytime. They can approach us anytime. And these are our values, and we will continue working on that. I think that this industry, there is an industry with subcategories, right? Mm-hmm. The one that you are mentioning is one of those, and of course, we are monitoring very, very closely the evolution of the category and the subcategory. But as I said before, our ambition and our obsession is to stay where we are. We are an extremely humble company. We like what we do. We are very passionate. I say many times that our brand and our identity is based on this duality of the head and the heart that you can find on the exo, on the logo. And the head is like this mathematical exercise, all this analysis, etc. And the heart is the passion and the people. And our passion is to continue developing the business that Peter created 17, 16 years ago. Having the right culture for our employees, having that this translated also into the right culture for our partners, IVs, and consumers, and we are going to stick to that. I don't see this industry different to any others. If you analyze another digital online business, you see that after a strong period of growth, there is a period of consolidation. The difference of this industry is like the growth and the consolidation is happening at the same time. And this is because of how complex this business is. To maintain a level of let's say, medium to high volume of traders, to be sure that you provide the right quality that I was mentioning before is not easy. So that's why you are seeing, I'm seeing myself personally, that this consolidation is getting a higher velocity at the moment. I remember like a couple of years ago, every month you were seeing like 10 different brands entering and exiting, entering the market. Now you are seeing like some of them entering the market, but also like exiting the market. So that means that there is something happening there, but at the same time, the big players, they continue growing. So there is a smaller piece of the cake for the other ones, meaning that for them to acquire is going to be more expensive. For them to retain, they need to be more competitive. They need to invest more on product innovation, something that ourselves we have been doing for a long period of time. So we are a bit of ahead of the competition. Always continue being as humble as we are, but we have our internal competition in terms of like, we say that good enough is not enough. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting because this philosophy not always creates an environment of happiness. What it means? It means that when you are competing with yourself all the time, even when you do things well, you always say like, I can do it better. So this is our mindset, and we will continue doing that. I didn't bring the crystal ball today to see the future. I don't like to predict anything, and actually, on the financial industry, most of the people that they were going deep into predictions, they ended with not very good results. What I can say, and this is not a corporate speech, is we are focused on ourselves. We are focused on what we do. we're focused on putting the trader in the center of the proposition. We are obsessed day after day, hour after hour, to deliver the best experience, the best platform, and the best conditions to the consumers. And I didn't see historically any brand or any company or any business that having this obsession, having the resources to deliver the best quality on the product, they won't be successful. So ourselves, we are extremely humble, but as I was saying, we like to compete with ourselves. And still there are areas for us that we believe that we can improve, and the trading team led by Igor, our co-CEO, is with the same obsession that the rest, or even more. And the only thing that we can guarantee is, like, if you are a trader, the place to trade is Exness. I'm on the team of the humans. I think that AI is going to be a fantastic tool, but still, historically, humanity was always like an element extremely successful and being able to manage any new technology on a positive way. So I'm extremely balanced with this question. I'm Team Bitcoin. Brand storytelling. There is no... The brand storytelling and the good development of a brand, it can and it always improve much more the metrics than any kind of, let's say, artificial improvement. It doesn't mean that you don't need to improve funnels and you need to have a smooth transition with the consumer touch points, but you have to be sure that the values and the emotional connection of the brand with the consumers is there. Without that, it's going to be difficult to be successful. Glocal strategy, that is a combination of both. My background was always working with global products that they were activated locally. I went through different models, fully centralized, fully regional, hybrid, etc. And I think that the key of the success is to continue developing globally your platform and your vision, and to be sure that you have the local knowledge to activate properly and to pivot on the different regions. I'm totally Serrano ham team.
Thank you, Alfonso.
But sorry, I am from Galicia. From Galicia, and there is an area in Galicia called Betanzos in La Coruña that for many, many years they are winning the awards of the best Spanish tortilla in the world. So I recommend you to go there.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Alfonso, for your time. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Thank you very much.